Honestly, we can't do it, can we? We just can't win in London. Why? Honestly, what is wrong with us? Why can we can turn up anywhere. We can boss it in the Midlands. We can boss it down north. But when it comes to London, we just choke every single time. I genuinely think I'm cursed. It's so annoying. I think we're cursed rather. Why can we not win? Why can we not win in London? What are we doing wrong? Hey guys, it's JT. Welcome back to South Stand Stories, and we need to dissect that performance. We need to cut it open, split it open, and have a look deep inside of it and find out why the hell we can't do it in London. Honestly, that had to be the most cursed first 10 minutes to a football game I'd ever seen in my life. First, Costa puts the ball in the back of the net, finally clears his rut, gets himself going with a brilliant finish, and it's called offside. And I'm thinking, come on, is there a chance VAR can save us? They pull up the VAR board. Oh my God, it's another one of those ridiculous decisions. We just get plagued by them. Bamford's had it about 3 times this year. Costa's had it now. Literally a pubic hair offside. There is no way in hell that that's offside. No way at all. And they're just giving it again, man. Absolute rubbish. Then RAPHINHA goes down the wing 1 minute later, whips it into Bamford. He takes the ball just to inch off over the line. To be fair, that one was over the line, but when you just combine it with what had just happened a minute before, and then that happens, honestly, my heart was racing. Our hearts were racing. What is going on, man? That it just proves we're cursed. Surely something's going on. There is some sort of divine intervention here. This doesn't make sense. I've got my fucking exercise meter up from sat down watching a game of football. That's how crazy this is, man. I was so certain we were going to do this. I was so confident that we were going to finally break the curse. I don't know what it was. I don't know what kind of delusional crap was going on in my head, what kind of fraudulence I had drunk into my system, because it makes no sense why I would think we could do it in London. We never do. We're always crumbling in London. It's unbelievable, man. How do we do that? Not only do we get that fraudulence in the first 10 minutes, what happens? The guy I said to look out for, who did I say was going to be the difference maker this game? I said it was Jesse Lingard. I said we needed to watch out for him. I said he was going to cause us problems. What happens? He takes the ball, licks 3 man, literally skins them all, gets inside the box. Bill, I don't know what he's doing, tripping him up there. He's not going anywhere dangerous. He's outside of the box. Well, he's not outside of the box. It was a fucking penalty, you idiot. No, it was inside of the box, but he was getting marshalled to the outside of the box. There was no angle for him. There was no reason to take him down. No reason whatsoever. But that's not even the worst part. For that split second when Meslier saved that penalty, I actually believed. I was like, oh my God, this is actually our day. It's actually going to happen. There's no way. We've actually saved the penalty. We're playing away in London. The stars are aligning here. But no, that dream was crushed in about all of what? Half a second? Spills it, absolute butterfingers, straight to Lingard, taps it in. And the guy is running away like this. He's literally laughing at us. He is laughing at us. Unbelievable scenes. I couldn't believe my eyes. Literally running away, pissing his pants. He can't believe what he's just seen either. And then what happens? What happens? What's our bane of arthropods? What's the one thing that holds us back? Defending set pieces. They got us with it last time, and they got us with it again. Again, no strike. Honestly, we need him back. It's a shame he got injured. I didn't realise that it was going to be that severe and that he was actually going to miss this game until after the game had kicked off. But without him in the back there, it is a shambles. We cannot defend set pieces or defend aerially for our lives. He is so key back there. At the beginning of the year, I didn't really rate him so much. But as the season's gone on, it has become more and more evident that he is the main man back there. We need Strike back there big time. Honestly, without him, we look so susceptible to the counter-attacks, to the through balls, to the aerial balls. Everything is just not the same without him back there. He is the glue that morphs that defense together. Aside from that, after their second goal, they didn't really create all too much. It was just another case of us swarming their net, creating loads of chances, not taking any of them. Bamford missed a couple. I think Roberts missed one. RAPHINHA missed a couple. Rodrigo had one cleared off the line. Honestly, it just was not our day. It was just so infuriating, man. The ball was just pinballing around their box so many times, and it just needed someone to get their foot on it, get the goal, man. One player I can't fault though again is RAPHINHA. RAPHINHA, it wasn't for want of trying today. That guy wanted to score so badly. You could see it in his eyes. He was trying everything. He was taking everyone on. He was not making people left, right and centre. He was going for overhead kicks. He was doing everything, man. He was trying his heart out. He was trying his heart out, and it just didn't come off for him. He was honestly, I cannot fault that man today. Bamford, can't really fault him either. He put a shift in. Harrison was indifferent. Costa was pretty good when he played. Roberts was indifferent. I can't sum that one up. Honestly, logic doesn't make sense. We are such XG merchants. It's unbelievable. The only team that are bigger XG merchants than us are Brighton, man. And they've got Mopai up front. They cannot score anything. And they're the only team that's bigger XG merchants than us. It's unbelievable, man. We create so much and we score so little. I'll get into the player ratings for today. I'll give Meslier a 5. He didn't do too much wrong, didn't do too much right. The penalty was absolute shambles, Butterfingers. If he saves that, then you know what, maybe it's a completely different story. So that's the only reason I'm going to notch him down to a 5. Pretty indifferent performance from him. Cooper, I'd have to say I'm going to give him a 4.5, 5. His touch was heavy today. He looked a bit off the pace for me. He looked like he could get skinned at any moment down there. He didn't fill me with a lot of confidence, and I'd much rather see Verge back there next to Llorente. I think that could be a lot more of an exciting prospect moving forward. Llorente played a couple of good balls, slotted Bamford in beautifully. Bamford should have scored that chance. What an assist that would have been. Defensively, I'd say he looked a bit more assured than Cooper for me. He looked a bit more in the game. He wasn't fantastic. He did leave his man absolutely no man's land for their goal. That set piece, how he's being left unmarked at the back sticks there, I don't know. He's got to take some of the blame for that for me. I'll notch him down to a 6, maybe a 5.5. I feel like he did play better than Cooper though. So, you know, maybe I'm being a bit too harsh. I'll give Cooper a 5 and Llorente a 6. But that's about as high as I can go, to be honest. Ayling again. Pretty indifferent to me. Didn't really do too much fantastically. I'll give him a 6. Dallas at left back. Wasn't really pulling up any trees. Played alright. Again, was getting skinned down that wing for fun. But Benrahma was toying with him in that first half at times. I'm going to have to say, yeah, but you know what? To be fair, when he did move into the midfield in the second half, he did improve a bit. So I'll give him another 6. I can't go any higher than that for me. Klitsch again before he came off. I'll give him a 5. A 5.5. 5.5. 5.5. Didn't do too much wrong. Creatively was alright. Phillips, I'm going to give an 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. Phillips played very well for me today. Him and RAPHINHA were my two shining lights. So you know what? I'd probably say Phillips was our best player, in fact. The guy was tenacious. He was hungry. He was determined. He was passionate. He was everything that we've been missing at times. Everything we were missing against Villa. Calvin showed today. Honestly, he is so good and so key to everything we do. I'm so happy to see him back. Ecstatic, over the moon. If it wasn't for that absolute shambles I just watched, I'd actually have a fat grin on my face right now because I'm that happy to see him back in the team. He's got to be an 8.5. You know, I'll give him a 9 just because it's Calvin. I'll give him a 9 out of 10. Brilliant performance from him today. Costa, I'm gonna have to give him. I thought, you know what, he got hooked. I think that was kind of harsh, to be honest. I'll give him a 6 out of 10 myself. No, I'll give him a 7 out of 10 because I feel he should have got a goal. I feel that was so harsh with the VAR, this and that. I don't know what's onside or what's offside anymore with it. Honestly, it's doing my nutting. But I don't know what I can say about that. I'll give RAPHINHA a 7.85 out of 10. The guy was, like I said, he was determined. He was trying everything. Wasn't quite as good as Calvin. Wasn't quite as poor as Costa. He was trying things. Again, his finishing, he could have scored today. There was a couple of chances he maybe should have probably put away. Aside from that, I can't really hold him to too much of a harsh scrutiny. And then Patrick Bamford up top, I'll give him a 7 out of 10. Really, really missed a couple of sitters there. That one where Llorente played him in, gotta be finishing that for me. Could have changed the complexion of the game completely. Unlucky to have his goal ruled out in the first half. RAPHINHA was the one that took it off. It was a great run from Bamford. Caused a few issues, created some spaces. Wasn't enough of an aerial threat for me. Should have been putting himself about a bit more there. There are a lot of loose balls going in there. Got to be getting your head on some of those for me. I'll give him a 7 out of 10. Wasn't one of his best performances, but then again, he wasn't shocking. On to the substitutes. Jack Harrison, like I say, he was indifferent to me. I don't think he played as well as Costa. I don't think he played particularly bad, apart from some of his finishing. He did, make a good few runs there, made a couple of good passes, opened the space as well, played the channels well. But I'd say generally I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Wasn't as good as Costa for me. Alioski, didn't really see too much of him. I think the main reason of bringing him on was just so he could put Dallas into that midfield role where he did actually improve a bit. Again, we weren't really defending too much in that second half, so he wasn't tested that much. And offensively, he didn't really do anything. So I'll give him a 5 out of 10. Standard stuff, really didn't do too much. And then Rodrigo, I gotta say, he did inject a bit of something else. He did give us a bit more hope there. Should have maybe scored. It was unlucky with the chance that it got cleared off the line, where it was like a last second tap into there. He created a few new angles. He opened up the possibility to play a few new patterns of play that we couldn't play before. And he did overall kind of give us a bit more flair going forward. So I'll say, because of the fact that he did impact the game positively for us, not quite positively enough, unfortunately, but he did still create a positive impact for us. So for that, I have to respect that, and I have to give him a 6.93 out of 10. You've heard my views. I'd like to get yours. I want to know what you thought. I want to know if I'm deluded here, if I thought we really did play well, if I thought we were trash, if I'm just delusionally telling myself that we're creating all these chances and we're not actually. I mean, the stats are backing me up, and what my eyes are telling me are backing me up, but maybe I am a bit crazy. Maybe you guys saw a different game. If you're a West Ham fan, let me know what you think about your season prospects going forward. Do you think that you can really assure yourself in that top 4 position now, with obviously Liverpool dropping points on the weekend, with Chelsea not looking too assured of themselves? Are you really going to make a claim for yourself? Are you going to get yourself into that top 4 position? I'd love to hear that from you. Leeds fans, my brothers. We got another away game in London where we just can't seem to pick up a win. Even when there's no crowds there, we can't win in London. I don't know what it is. You don't know what it is. Neither of us know what it is. It's bloody crazy. It's delusional. It's bloody batshit, bloody crazy. And we need to end it soon. We will end it soon. I can only pray. Let me know who you thought your key players that game were. What you thought of the game in general. What you think our prospects are going to be. Do you think we're going to be sucked into a relegation battle? I myself don't really think we are. Do you think we can still make Europe? I'd love to hear what you guys have got to say. Come on, we got to keep a tough face through this. We've got to keep ourselves strong and we've got to keep ourselves marching on through the pain. And most importantly, we're doing that together. We're marching on together. Come on, Leeds. I'm going to go drown myself to sleep with a few Peronis. I hope you enjoy this and I'll see you next time.